The pond is in bad shape. We're here in a few weeks. We'll be draining the ponds. We'll be asking people to adopt the turtles that are there now. The water is extremely bad, and I caution people that are out there catching fish, catching turtles, and wading in that water. It is extremely not good for you to do that. We've asked everybody to stay out of those ponds until we can get them drained and relined, and even then we would ask you to stay out of the ponds. Those ponds are for a purpose, and they're not for swimming or playing in, and we wish you just stay out of those ponds.
They're not clean or healthy at this point.
No, because we're not putting water into it. We're letting it evaporate to some extent so we can get in there and get the turtles and what fish are still in there and get them out.
I know that the turtles were eroding the sides of the pond, and you're looking for permanent homes for these turtles. Absolutely.
We would probably not want any more turtles put in there because they do burrow into the side of the ponds and cause the banks to deteriorate. But one of the main things is that these are not native species of Nevada. And these are all aquarium-type turtles and pets that people over the years have just dropped off here, and now it's a big problem. And the taxpayers are going to have to go and reline the ponds.
So we're going to be relining the ponds. Do you know how many turtles are there?
Just in one spot, I counted 25 in one day. My estimate is there's probably 100 of them in there.
So we're looking for new homes for them. What kind of requirements would it take for a person to adopt one of these?
I would tell you to talk to Brent Jones from Animal Services and see what it takes.
Is that is that who they need to get in touch with to adopt a turtle?
Yes, and I would say you're going to need a pond or a pool. These are water type turtles. They're not desert tortoises. They would not survive in the desert, and they would not survive in the heat. They need water.
And then when we reline the pond, is it just going to be a regular lining or what?
We haven't come to the exact system we're going to use. I would say it was going to be a probably bentonite cement type system that we will coat the pond with.
And then how are the ducks doing now?
The ducks, what we have here now, is doing very well. They had several litters this year. But they will be kept down too because, the water levels depend, and the water quality there depends on keeping the duck population down to a minimum. The more ducks you have there, the more waste goes into the pond, the more nitrates and other hazardous chemicals that they produce will contaminate the water.